Before I wrap up, I would like to discuss a couple of points. The first of these is the question whether resolution and independence can be seen as a typical product of the Romantic revival. The first aspect, the most striking aspect of resolution and independence is the all-pervading presence of nature in the poem. Nature is present in the poem, in the birds, in the hair, in the geography, in the weather, in the rain, and even in the leech gatherer. This is because it is possible to see the leech gatherer as very much part of nature. The leech gatherer does not have an independent identity. He is part and parcel of nature. The central character in the poem is, needless to say, the leech gatherer. The Romantic revival demonstrated that ordinary men and women have excellent thematic potential as far as poetry is concerned. Instead of writing about lords and ladies, gods and goddesses, Wordsworth writes about a very ordinary man in this poem, an old, poverty-stricken man, probably not far from death. Resolution and Independence is a poem deeply rooted in the soil of the English countryside. The poem does not travel to ancient Greece or ancient Rome for inspiration. On the other hand, the poem finds inspiration in the historical, geographical, social, economic, cultural reality of England. In the matter of stylistics, resolution and independence proves to be a typical product of the Romantic revival. While neoclassical poetry was almost completely confined to the heroic couplet, the Romantic poets dared to experiment. The stylistics of the present poem is the result of one such experiment. The artificiality associated with neoclassical poetry is completely absent from the present poem. Instead of the excessive polish of neoclassical poetry, what we meet with in resolution and independence is a kind of natural matte finish. Let us carry out a quick overview of the stylistics of resolution and independence. Resolution and Independence is a rather long poem. It is divided into 20 stanzas of 7 lines each. Thus, the poem comprises 140 lines. The diction of the poem is remarkably simple. In his preface to the lyrical ballads, Wordsworth observed that the attempt of the poet should be to bring the language of poetry closer to the ordinary language of men. This is precisely what he has achieved in Resolution and Independence. The language used in the poem is practically the language of everyday speech of ordinary people. The poem achieves its remarkable impact on the mind of the reader because of, at least partly because of, the use of powerful similes, alliterations, transferred epithets, and personifications. There is a strong symbolist element in Resolution and Independence, which is often missed by readers. The leech gatherer can be seen as a symbol for the poet, and the leech for the poem. The sufferings undergone by the leech gatherer in order to collect the leeches are not very different from the sufferings undergone by the poet to gather poems. The poem makes use of modified rhyme royal, and rhyme royal, incidentally, was pioneered in English literature by Chaucer. The rhyme scheme of the poem is AB, AB, BC, C.